you're a filmmaker, content creator, you own a business in general, you probably are doing way too many things in your business. I didn't even realize this was a problem until I noticed that I wasn't responding to emails on time, I was pissing clients off, and then I still had so many editing and filming and different tasks to do, and that was until I hired a virtual assistant. And I'm gonna be real, this changed everything. A few months ago, I actually started posting videos. I basically kind of called it getting it out of the mud or whatever you want to name it. But I basically hit some rough patches in my business because of a lot of unforeseen family issues. Now, before all of this started happening, I was literally thinking my plan and my systems were flawless. That was until it took me out of the driver's seat for so long, I just wasn't completing work on time. The biggest thing to that is now I'm in a recovery process where I'm trying to actually make it better and my systems better. And the first thing that I did is I realized I need my time back. I need to be focusing on editing and filming weddings. Now, I say this with a grain of salt because there's a little bit of things that I couldn't let go of, like sales calls. But why am I scheduling the sales call? Why can't someone else do that? Why am I sending back and forth emails before getting a client to book the sales call? Why can't someone else do that? That's when I discovered the power of a virtual assistant. Now, I hired my virtual assistant back in January, and when I first got into it, I was kind of thrown at the wolves. I didn't know exactly how this was gonna work. I was a little paranoid on opening up my inbox, giving them access, sharing passwords, the whole nine. I was afraid that by doing some of these things, it was actually going to hurt me until I realized that their sole job is to do all the things that I don't want to do or don't have the time to do. Now I'm in a position where I no longer check emails first. My assistant handles every single email. I'm sure you probably been there where you got an email, you're doing your day, you're living your life, everything is great, you're getting work done, and then boom, your email goes off. For whatever reason, that email tanks your energy. This was happening to me so much, not just tanking my energy, but just different things that was causing me distractions. So in this video, I really want to just talk about my experiences using a virtual assistant and leave you with some resources if this is the step that you feel like you're in your business. Now, I promise you, I'm a wedding filmmaker, but having a virtual assistant, no matter what business you're in, I'm not just saying this, I mean it wholeheartedly. This is a requirement. If you're thinking, I don't want someone just stranger in my emails, you gotta get out of that mindset. When I hired my virtual assistant back in January, I basically hired her and then stalled for almost 3 weeks because I was unsure of how much I wanted to allow her to have access to. And then I started thinking to myself, what if I didn't have to worry about sales follow-ups? What if I could create a way for her to know how to respond, the tone to respond in, and she could handle those follow-ups? Having my virtual assistant now follow up with emails. She manages my entire Dubsado calendar, which means she schedules my virtual calls, she schedules my story calls, she goes back and forth to schedule planning and also executing, booking my travel things. This is a game changer. How many times have you sat behind a computer and literally was looking up flights, hotel, rental car, going through all the options, going back and forth with the client to determine which is the best price, which is the rate they want to pay? How many times did this happen? I can't say this without a big smile because I really mean it. I got so many hours back a week to focus on the core things that needed to get done. Now, I know that not everybody is facing hardships in their business, but the whole thing, the whole purpose that I'm excited to make this video for is because I truly believe that not only will a virtual assistant help you earn more of your time back, but it'll also allow you to be able to achieve more success in your business. We get so blinded sometimes by what will they think? Oh my God, should I not say that? Does this sound too aggressive? Should I not word it this way? My virtual assistant doesn't have that actual emotional connection. She's just doing her assigned job, which is a game changer. But having her be able to be in place to handle these things does two things for me. One, obviously frees up my time, allows me to focus on editing. But two, it makes sure that all my clients have the fastest email response. Even in a situation that may not be as positive as we'd want it to be, my assistant still steps in, ensures a direct response from me, talks to my clients, and facilitates the relationship so that I don't have to have a client send me an email and wait days or hours or weeks. Honestly, it's been weeks sometimes, let's be honest. This was a whole other thing that I feel like I should make a separate video about. But before hiring a virtual assistant, everything was kind of like this. I'll remember that. Yeah, all right, cool. I'll do that Friday. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll send that to this client. Because of hiring a virtual assistant, it got me to realize that I needed to have an actual system in place for managing the things that we promised within my business. Here's the kicker. I didn't even make it. She created an entire Notion breakdown for all the aspects of my business. She created a way for us to go in, organize all of our edit backlog, take notes, and my future clients, I have a section where I can store all relevant information from the venue layout, the planner's information, any additional client information, our mic list, and so many other notes. This is a game changer because I'm not good at that, but knowing that I have someone on my team who I could say, hey, I need you to create a system or create a guide or create a PDF that is about this, and then just go back to editing is such a game changer. In the past, I've hired almost every position except this. I've hired an assistant to work in my studio part-time. I've hired editors, I've hired filmmakers, but I've never hired someone to just do the admin work and handle it without me on it. And this by itself made me realize that it was the only position that I should have had full-time since I went full-time as a filmmaker. If you're in your business right now and you're wearing all the hats, matter of fact, I'll just change it. If you're in your business and you're still sending emails, it's time for you to get a virtual assistant. I promise you, you will free up so much more time and realize the things that you can spend time on that you should be actually doing that will actually bring you in more revenue and better results within your business. Any business. I know a lot of creatives and business owners that are in this exact same position, feeling overwhelmed, stressed, high anxiety, and just not knowing where to even start. This is why I built this exact virtual assistant system for you so that it takes the guessing out of how to hire and who to hire. We vet virtual assistants based on your individual needs and requests. If you want someone that's experienced in HoneyBook or Dubsado or HubSpot or Go High Level, we have virtual assistants that have already been trained with experience to help you in that area. Not only that, but you can train them on all the different things inside your business to help free up your time and get you back to the things that you actually truly enjoy and love that will help you grow as a business. If you want to get started, click the link below. It's a free call to get more information about how to hire a virtual assistant. I said it enough. I keep saying this. Y'all know I put so many videos out already talking about how hard it's been since December. And this one hire gave me so much life back and literally has turned the ship around inside my business. And I hope it'll do the same for you. That's all I got for this video, y'all. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And until the next video, y'all keep creating and I will see you in the next one.